Growing up, something like childhood or infant obesity was not a common thing. Actually, I remember we used to say that being big or kunona is a problem or is a condition for the rich. But you see, unfortunately, because of the changes that we have made to the way we do things, we have infantile, childhood, and adolescent obesity creeping in and actually becoming a problem for all of us. So Kenya is a country that is burdened with both over and under nutrition. You see, the problem with obesity in infant, children, and adolescent is that it has been shown to have a link with the non-communicable conditions like cancers, diabetes, hypertension, arthritis, autoimmune disorders, all these conditions that we used to classify them as degenerative disorders. I'm a millennial, by the way. So my name is Lilian Momina. I am a registered dietitian, and in today's video we're going to talk about infantile and childhood obesity and why you should actually prevent it. Infantile and childhood obesity has been shown to have negative impacts on the outcomes of health for those children even later on in life. So it is important that you as the parent, you take initiative to ensure that you protect your child from future diseases by protecting their current health, by helping them prevent obesity at this tender age. So what are some of the causes of infantile obesity? Of course, we have poor diets. Things have changed a lot when it comes to production, packaging, and transportation of our foods. So we're having a lot of usage of pesticides, toxic fertilizers, unregulated. You have them in the Kenyan market currently. So it is very sad. You see, our systems are not actually meant to be taking those toxins. They are meant to take organic foods. And you see, unfortunately, things are changing, but our metabolic makeup has remained constant. We have not evolved to reach a point whereby we can comfortably digest, excrete, and use all these synthetic products yet. I don't think we are going to evolve anymore, but maybe get distinct. We are the last species of Homo sapiens. So I don't think there's any more evolution that is coming up. So we have to actually start changing and acting right. So that is the first thing, poor dietary intake. You go to the supermarket, you're taking a walk, even just outside here, like you'll find a mom buying their baby sweet because they think it's cool. Like a mom picking their baby from school, they're picking them with chips. That is quite unfortunate. You see, in the past when I was growing up, I would wake up at 7 because I needed to be in school before 8, or was it, no, I would wake up at 6:30 because I needed to be in school at 7. I was that fast. I think I still am. I would cook tea, or I would warm tea that I had cooked the previous day. My mom was lucky. I was a very active daughter. And then I would wake up my brother. I would go get some mandazis. That was the bad habit, but we were using that energy. Then I would come back home, have the mandazis, take the tea, and run, literally run to school. I was in a public school, so we had playgrounds. You see, nowadays kids go to school in apartments. You cannot run, you cannot be in a football club. All these affect nutrient utilization. So you're taking up food that is not going to be utilized. So we'll actually come home for lunch, we'll warm either ugali, skuma, avocado, or if there are eggs, and some eggs. Then we'll go back to school, then until around 4 or 5 or even 6, then you come back for dinner and you sleep until the next day. But you see, nowadays, if you check the snack pack for these babies who are going to school, even the small ones who are going to just play group and sleep, you'll find they have sweetened milk or sweetened yogurt, they have crepes, they have wow-wows. Very rare will you find a fruit, something like an apple. Very rare. They're not there. The moms want the easiest thing that they're going to buy from the supermarket, put it in the pack, and the baby goes to school. Bad diet is the first contributor of infantile and childhood obesity. The second thing is inactivity levels. I was talking about the school going child. Now we have this child who is just an infant from infancy to around 5 years. It's good to be busy. It's good to go out and look for money. I am not by any chance discouraging that. Please, by all means, do that. But as you do that, the help that you're leaving your baby with, make sure that you delegate that they should ensure that your baby plays. TVs are good. Having the best devices in the country or in the world is an awesome thing, but let it not affect your baby's development or milestones because of too much sedentary sitting. I know myself, I'm not very social, so I don't even interact with the neighbors, but make it a point for your babies to interact with your neighbors' kids. It is important. I don't know how we're going to work around that, but we have to find a way because the babies need to be playing. Play is very important, not just because of the obesity part and such. It is very important for their cognitive and brain development. You want smart babies, let them play in the sun, let them play in the mud, let them have exposure to those small bacteria here and there. Of course, by all means, ensure that their foods are clean, environment is clean if possible, but allow your babies to play. Unfortunately, the African way of doing things is coming to an end. That is very bad. We are adapting agricultural practices that are not, I don't think they are favoring us. It is happening, so you need to protect your baby. Ensure that the foods that you're taking up are safe. Food safety is a serious concern in this country of ours, and our systems are just terribly ignoring that part, or they are too greedy. You wonder, if someone has one stomach, they have one body, why the greed? You see, like recently we had the story of contaminated sugar being circulated in the Kenyan market, and it just went like that. We've had cases of contamination, like the other day 15 people died from consuming contaminated porridge. The number might be higher than that, and we are still having officials in those food safety and regulation offices that are doing nothing about it, and someone goes home to sleep comfortably and soundly. You wonder what happens to humanity, because that is just evil and devilish. So that needs to stop. We need to protect ourselves, we need to protect our kids. Let's hold our government accountable, because that is consumer protection is part of their role. They're supposed to protect us. They're supposed to ensure that research is done on food safety habits, production habits, to ensure that we the consumers are actually getting the best out of this, because if it gets to our babies, it is affecting our future generations. You see, the babies are growing. If they get access and they get exposure to all these toxins, all these unsafe products, it will affect their gene mutation. We already have surging cases of cancers, diabetes in young adults. Let's try and prevent that by protecting our current babies. It is important. So please give this video a like. I have a video coming up on the dangers of obesity in children next. So until next time, see ya. Bye.